Hey everybody, it's Steve, and this is the apex, the climactic stage of the StoryBrand framework. This is where the transformation happens, and it's super cool. Why? Because you're going to call people to action. And when I say call to action, you're going to go freak out a little bit and go, oh no, this is where I get uncomfortable because I'm not a good salesperson. I don't like to make people uncomfortable. And all I can say about that is great. You don't need to be a salesperson, and you definitely don't need to make people feel uncomfortable. You simply need to give them an opportunity to take the next step and ask them if they might like to do that. And if they say no or not right now, everything's cool. There's no problem there. But so many times we get anxious and we stop short of an invitation, a call to action. But think about what you have done by this point. You've seen that hero. You've seen their aspirations. You admire that and you're cheering them on. You see their obstacles and you empathize, right? You have a heart for them. You see what they're up against. Maybe because you've been there, or maybe because you help people with these kinds of challenges all the time. And you can help them because you not only have empathy, you have expertise. You've studied this. You've thought about this. You've practiced and worked on it, and you can give them hope and help and breakthroughs, and you know it. So you've devised a doable set of steps, a plan of some kind. And that first step is super doable. It's not intimidating. It's really incremental. What did Geico used to say? 15 minutes, maybe they still say this, can save you 15% on car insurance. And it's so easy, even a caveman could do it, they used to say. So you can give them a very doable, clear next step. Okay, now, sometimes we think about drama, and I'll give a couple of dramatic examples because we're in the movie theme and the TV theme. So here in the movie Coda, we find an example of Mr. Villalobos. Mr. Villalobos cares about Ruby. He sees her giftedness, and he wants to help her achieve her dream. But she's torn. She's allowing, her family realities, which she really cares about, to put her in a win-lose situation where she helps the family, but she's the loser. She doesn't get to pursue her musical education and her dreams. And so he's helping her, but she's struggling to follow through. And so he says at one point, if you waste my time, I will not work with you. That, my friends, is a call to action. Now, I don't really think it's only about him and his time, although he cares about himself and his time. He's got a family, he's got a life. But he's really trying to call her to how committed are you to your dreams? So there's a call to action. In the movies, it gets intense. And it can get that way in life, but you're not having to do all that, when it comes to asking for volunteers for your Sunday school class, okay? It can be much softer than that. But let's think about a TV show, a great TV show, Shrinking. Shrinking is about therapists, and in one exchange, Sean, who has been in the military, and it did a number on him. He did some things that he's really struggling with, and he has a lot of unresolved issues. And Paul, kind of the old codger of a therapist played by Harrison Ford, says to Sean, you're a good person. People love you. And they're going to love you regardless of what happened over there. And Sean says, I still bleeping hate myself every time I think about it. What am I supposed to do? To which Paul answers, the work. Now, he doesn't spell out exactly what the work is going to entail, but he shoots straight with him that this is going to be a process, and it's going to cost you. You're going to have to be willing to dig deep into some things, but you've got the right therapist in Jason Segel, and you can do this, right? You can do this. So that's drama. That's movies and TV. It doesn't have to be anything near that intense when it comes to recruiting volunteers or recruiting college graduates to come to work for your company, or inviting people to partner with you in your nonprofit or your ministry, or even to sell things. If you've done this much and you have seen them and offered solutions and you empathize and you know you can help them, You've shown them a step-by-step plan. Really, all you're doing at this point is saying, do you want to give it a try? Do you want to get a sample? Do you want to take a next step? Do you want to try it before you buy it? Do you want to take it for a test drive? Those are all calls to action, but they're not like, will you marry me? They're, do you want to hang out? Maybe after you hang out for a while, maybe do you want to go out? And then maybe after you've gone out, it's like, you want to be my girlfriend, boyfriend, you want to like be a thing. I don't know how we do that anymore, but you step up gradually in an appropriate way. You don't freak people out with first date and here's the ring. It's just, you don't do that. You find the right steps to the plan, and that first step is super doable. So on your website, it might be, want more info? Click here. Or, hey, get the deets. Click here. Or schedule your assessment. Or start the first lesson today. Or start the first lesson. It's free. All of these expressions, whether on a website, in a brochure, in a conversation, are calls to action. They're not in your face. They're not Mr. V getting up in Ruby's business. They're simply, would you like to take the next step? It's super doable. And it could really be a great experience in the beginning of a great journey for you. Want to do it? No? Cool. You don't want to do it? Cool. You want to take the next step? Cool. So that's the call to action. And we can say so much more about that. But I think you're getting the feel that it doesn't have to be stressful and you don't have to feel slimy or pressure anybody. So in our next video, we will talk about success and failure. Those are stages 6 and 7 of the framework, and that will wrap it up. So we'll look forward to talking to you then. Bye-bye.